earth is going on with my hair? Anyway, today is Sunday night and it is a huge day. As you probably saw in the other video, check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But let's discuss what we saw there because a lot of things happened. First things first, the entire bottom half is almost done. There's something missing right there. Otherwise, everything is together. The bottom skirt, the overskirt, the overcoat, and whatever this thing in the back is. The overskirt has been screwed into the underskirt. Somehow out of all of this, like all of this is covering, I managed to pick the spot that isn't covered. So I'm gonna have to fill that in with epoxy sculpt later, but I'm gonna do them all at the same time. So purple is screwed to white, and then purple is screwed to the hips, like the main leg part, this part, and then this is glued, just glued because it had a pretty big connector. This, I didn't think the connector was big enough, so I glued it and screwed it in. And then you could see that I also used the heat gun to melt those in a little bit deeper so that when I cover it in epoxy sculpt, it won't be a bump. Okay, and that's just the legs. I went to the hardware store today and got the most impressive screw I have ever owned in my entire life. This thing is like 6 inches long. So with great power comes great drilling. I used 3 of those so far, 1 in each of the twin tail, which means that that is not going anywhere. However, I'm starting to see some separation between these, so hopefully that dowel is doing God's work and holding all of those pieces together, because right now only these are like really screwed in because I had to melt them a little bit to try to get that same flush, even though I know we won't get it. So we have some sculpting to do there. Next is major news if you've been following along with all of my worries about the head falling off. I went right through the back of the collar into the head. So this collar that you can see here is part of the torso, and then this necklace is where the head starts and the neck is down there. The only problem with this is that this screw must have run into something. I don't know if it was the dowel or another screw or what, but this is not screwing in any farther. But I really want that screw in there. If it means that I can sleep in peace, I am willing to let that stick out as much as it is. I mean, it's in the back. Like, y'all gotta suck it up. And by y'all, I mean me, because God knows that future me is gonna be a perfectionist and go buy a shorter screw so that it doesn't stick out. Be strong! So the only thing that's left to do is glue on all of the arms and then all of the details.